call. Is this working?
Well, hang on. Hey, quick reminder, there is no video allowed, so even on your cell phone, you can't video any part of the press conference. You can take pictures, but no video. Okay, we'll begin with an opening statement, and then we will take questions for the players first.
Yeah, I thought we did great today from the tip. Our first 4 minutes, I think we did a great job at setting the tone. Our guys came out and were really physical. Missouri's a great team, though. We knew it was going to be a battle. Everyone's battling for their season here in Nashville, and so we knew it was going to be a battle, but I think we did a good job at responding to their physicality. But props to them, but we're just really proud at the way we performed today. And yeah, open it up to questions now.
All right, if you'll raise your hand, we'll get a microphone to you. Please state your name and affiliation. We'll start on the front.
Yeah, Daryl Bird of the Cats Paws for both guys. So many times you see a team has a big lead. You guys are up 16. Then you lose the lead, and actually the other team takes control. So many times you see that team can't come back and win. They can't reverse the momentum. How did you guys do that?
I think for us is just attention to our details, staying together. We're in constant communication. We're huddling after every dead ball. We're in timeouts, and I think we do a great job at staying together, staying composed, and I think we did a good job at showing that today when the momentum was on their side and being able to reverse it. I think we did a good job at that.
Second row.
Jenna Lifshin, Kentucky Colonel. Mo, it feels like in big moments you're always stepping up. Is that something that's always come naturally for you as a leader, or do you feel like over time you just had to start stepping up?
Those are the moments that I look forward to. Late game situations. I understand that my team needs me in those moments, and those are like the moments where I shine. Like I've always been good at closing games, and I know what I bring to the team, and when it's crunch time, I try to step up every time I can.
Front row to the right.
John Huang, NOLA Media. For both of you guys, Coach talks about writing this beautiful story to end the season. This conference tournament has been a great first couple of chapters. Which one of you can write the better story, and what would it be?
What was the poetic one?
No, you got this one.
I think it's just been a season full of experiences because we've faced a lot of adversity, but I think, in my opinion, that adversity is coming to help us right now, and we're going to continue to use that at this time of the year. I think we've done a great job at just in a lot of games finding ways to win, and I think we did that again today, and that's the biggest thing for this time of year is finding ways to win.
We're going to go to the far left.
Mo, Matt Jones, Kentucky Sports Radio. I've been a big fan, Mo, of your Ramadan video, the TikTok stuff. In my show today, people give a ton of response to that. Has that been cool for you and to get fans a sense of what you guys go through on a daily basis?
Yeah, I enjoy doing those TikToks. I got a lot of fans. Like, I'm a private person, so like a lot of things I do, my fans don't see. So, Ramadan, it just gave me a chance to connect with my fans and let them know how my day are, and it just gave me a chance to grow my stock and everything like that. And I just want to let everyone know what I go through every day, and and how the process is, stuff like that. Yeah.
What time do you get to eat tonight?
6:51.
6:51, guys.
Still got 4 hours, man. So yeah.
So the film study gets brutal right now after the game.
Yeah,
he's battling through it. It's awesome.
Front row to the right.
Tyler Thompson, Kentucky Sports Radio. Collin, this is for you. You have kind of struggled offensively the last couple of games. I mean, you're high on the scouting report now. But today you kind of broke through. And that 3 with 7 minutes to go was huge. How did it feel to have that go down? And secondly, there's a fan theory about whether or not when you wear an undershirt, you maybe don't play as well. But when you don't wear an undershirt, you kind of have a great game. So any comments on that?
I don't know about the whole undershirt thing. But, yeah, some might call it a struggle offensively. I think it's been a great learning time this last week and a half for me. There's like a few moments in the season where I feel like you're learning a lot, and so with scouting changing, I think it's forced me or allowed me to get more creative and find different ways to impact the game. Early in the game, it was trying to get out in transition, and later in the game, it was finding my moments, finding my spots where I could impact the game without well, in a positive way, without forcing anything and doing what we do as a team.
Second row.
Kentucky Colonel, this is for either of you. Adversity's kind of been the theme all season. You played Mizzou earlier in the year. It kind of went the same way, except it didn't end in y'all's favor. Do you feel like the adversity that you faced all season helped you prepare to be able to overcome it today?
Yeah, I think adversity only makes us stronger. It makes us even hungrier to get the win the second time. And there's no such thing as a good team that doesn't go through any adversity. And I think a lot of those losses brought us together. I think at this point in the season, we learned so much from our losses, and now we're using it to better us and get wins. So, yeah.
One more question for the players. We'll go to the second row.
Jenna Lipshin, Kentucky Colonel. Both of y'all, Florida tomorrow. This is a team that you've already faced, come close, but haven't been able to pull off a win. What is it going to take for you guys to be the number 1 seed tomorrow?
Yeah, we've played them a few times. Obviously, we know them, but we haven't spent a single second talking about them the last few days, the last week. We haven't mentioned Florida once, and so we got to go back. We were focused on Missouri completely, and so now we can put a bow on that game. We're going to go back and talk about Florida these next 24 hours to get ready for what we have tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we just got to be the more physical team tomorrow. We got to be the ones to impose our will early. We got to win the rebounding battle and be the most physical team, and and just play our game, play together, and I think we'll be all right.
Okay, gentlemen, you're dismissed.
Collin, you want to take the rest out, or you just want to leave it there?
Okay, we'll start in the front. Front right.
Yeah, Mark Dioubate, Cats Paws. Well, I was asking the guys, you were up 16, actually lost the lead. A lot of times teams panic, they speed up. Hard to reverse that once they've taken over the lead. How did you guys do that?
Our guys are good at we've been really blessed to be all over the map in games. Up big, down big, sideways big. And our guys are pretty good, and our staff is pretty good about just staying focused in the moment, like understanding what's happening. Credit Missouri. We were in a place where we felt comfortable, and they just said, we're going to go bully you inside, and they did. They really bullied us inside, and the guys our guys are pretty well trained, and they've adopted the idea of just trying to stay as steady as they can and just focus on finding answers and finding solutions rather than getting sideways with scenarios, and they did a good job with that today.
Far right.
Mark, John Huang, NOLA Media. I know you're a big numbers guy. Do you regret not so much focusing on the numbers, but maybe talking about the numbers, especially in regard to the fatigue aspect, now that you're 2 games in, 3 more to go?
No.
Far left.
Matt Jones, Kentucky Sports Radio. The bigs for Missouri had a really good stretch in the second half, but there were 2 plays down the stretch where you got big stops. Garrison on one, and then Oweh knocks the ball. Can you just talk about those 2 plays and how important they were down the stretch?
Yeah, it's the part of our guys that is pretty good about trying to be constructive and trying to find solutions. So we just kind of we gave free range to go, and we were really concerned about the weak side figuring it out. And BG stepped in, and BG is an elite level defensive player. He's got a little bit more size than Mo, which was really important. I mean, Mitchell is, credit him. Like, what an unbelievable career he's had, and he's going to have a great run in the NCAA tournament. And he had an unbelievable game today and just tried to put the whole team on his back to try and make it work. And in that minute, his BG was elite. Ortega was really unbelievable. Gap help both times. And then kind of picking and choosing his spots, and our weak side covered well, and that's what you have to do to guard a guy like that that's really on fire. We were hesitant to go all out and just go double team him to get the ball out of his hands because it leaves so much of the court open. You know, when he banged the second three, I kind of shook my head. He makes threes against us. It just is incredible. He made one off the glass from the top and one that was net. But credit him for a great game and our guys for responding well.
Far right.
Tyler Thompson, Kentucky Sports Radio. So tomorrow will be the third game in 3 days. How much can you tell us about the recovery process and what you guys will be doing to make sure the team's ready to roll versus Florida?
Yep, this is our guys are pretty dialed in. They'll be done with meeting in a few minutes here, and we'll get back to the hotel and we'll meet the same as we did yesterday. We'll meet and take our first shot at the whole scout as soon as we get back and eat. The guys will go through treatment, and they'll spend hours today, literally hours today, going through treatment to get ready, and then we'll go to battle tomorrow at the same time. It's nice, these days are so fun because you're just on a schedule and it never changes, so we just hope it keeps going for a few more days.
Jenna Lifshin, Kentucky Colonel, you just said that full scout's going to be tonight, but immediate thoughts on Florida and what it's going to take for y'all to pull off that win?
Yeah, we know Florida well. We haven't had the success we wanted to so far. They're a team that you have to manage in transition first and foremost, and then you have to manage on the glass. And if you don't do those two things, then you don't have a chance. And then there's a bunch of other things on the list, but there's no secret about how the way they play. They're just really good at it, and really in our league, nobody's really found an answer to that yet. We're hoping that we'll have some success tomorrow.
Far right.
Peyton Titus, Louisville Courier-Journal. I think this is the third straight game with 9 or fewer turnovers for you guys. How important is it? How big is it to be playing with that kind of discipline?
It was really important for us today. It was really important. Us being 18-9 was probably the most important part of the game. We still got there were times we got a little reckless to the rim, but overall our decision making was better, and it actually it's a pretty good prep for Florida's rim protection. Their rim protection is the top in the league, and they trick you into going there and using possessions that would be best shared with a teammate, and they're really good at it. Their size is elite, their physicality is elite, and our guys responded pretty well. We had some possessions we'd like to take back, but for the most part, it was pretty good.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.